The second hole of Kananaskis Mount Lorette course is stunning. Courtesy Kananaskis Country Golf Course, it's easy on the eyes. That part hasn't changed. When Kananaskis Country Golf Course reopens for public play in the spring of 2018, the flood-ravaged and carefully restored tracks will be a bit easier on the ego, too. When these golf courses were built in the early 80s, they were built during a pretty punitive time, said Bob Paley, the head professional at the 36-hole hangout in K Country, home to the Mount Lorette and Mount Kidd layouts. Back then, it was the harder the golf course, the better the golf course. The higher the slope rating, the better. So what we've tried to do here is we've tried to make these golf courses more playable. We wanted to try to make them more inclusive. One of the things we heard a fair amount was, you know what, I'm just not good enough to play at Kananaskis. This time of year is always a bummer for the bogey brigade, with many courses now closed for the season and the rest ready to tarp their greens as soon as Mother Nature's mood changes. The return of Kananaskis Country Golf Course is reason to already look forward to dusting off your clubs after your snow tires are removed. The Mount Lorette course played host to a dozen invite-only sneak-a-peek events this fall and will be ready for action in May. Mount Kidd will reopen later in the 2018 season. Calgary-based course designer Gary Browning, if Stewart Creek and Copper Point are on your list of faves, he's the guy to thank, was tasked with overseeing the restoration of the sibling stunners in K Country, and much of September's sneak preview feedback was music to his ears. People tell me they didn't feel like they were beaten up, Browning said. The original Kananaskis was maybe a little harder on you than this one, and I think people are going to appreciate that. Even your worst shot is pretty to watch in this scenic setting, but it's always nice if you're not cringing at the view on your scorecard. The greens at Kananaskis are still tricky but not quite as undulating as the Robert Trent Jones Sr. originals. You'll still see plenty of white silica sand, but some bunkers have been minimized, moved or eliminated altogether. They've added 2 sets of new tees, both friendly for beginners or high handicappers, while also adding a bit of beef to the back decks. Perhaps the biggest difference is the first that you'll notice. Mount Lorette's opening tee shot was always a knee knocker, with ponds on the left and a creek all the way up the right side. That trouble is still there, but the landing area is much more generous. We've never met anybody, whether it be here at Kananaskis or at any other golf facility, where they've walked away saying, geez, I wish that was more difficult. That just doesn't happen, said Darren Robinson, the general manager at Kananaskis Country GC. When you score well, you feel good. When you feel good, it encourages you to continue playing the game and encourages you to come back. That's ultimately the overall objective, to make it fun, make it enjoyable and keep people coming back for more. There's no doubt golfers will flock back to Kananaskis in the spring, and locals will be thrilled to hear one of their favorites will remain relatively easy on the wallet, too, with an Alberta resident rate of $88 from Monday, Thursday and $95 on Friday, Sunday and on holidays. That's a $30 discount on the green fee for out-of-province guests. Those are walking rates, with a cart fee of $20 per rider if you want wheels. We knew that this place meant so much to so many, but we didn't know how much until the flood happened in 2013 and the outpouring of support that we received, Robinson said. It was humbling to hear what a golf course meant to somebody's life, whether they were stories of people sharing with us about proposing to their wife on the 18th green or an annual camping trip that a father and son did together where the son talks about coming out and spending that time and golfing, and now that he's an adult with children of his own, he can't wait for us to get reopened so he can start that tradition with his own kids. There are so many of those kinds of stories. It's just really special for us to share this place back. There's a good chance that your next store will feature a slightly lower score, too. W. Gilbertson at postmedia.com